Well, Halloween is just over a week away, and while it's meant to be the spookiest night of the year, it doesn't have to be a nightmare for your pets. So in today's Find a Friend segment, sponsored by Rascal Animal Hospital, we have some tips to keep your furry friends safe with Carol Gerbert from the Humane Society of Delaware County. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Robin.
Okay, who'd you bring with you today?
This is Star. She's the star of the show today. She's a 6-year-old Schnauzer Terrier mix. She was actually surrendered by her previous family. It wasn't a good fit for them. They said that she got a little nippy with the children. Said she was just a little grumpy in general. We have not seen that behavior out of Star, so
Okay.
I think, just wasn't a good fit for anybody.
Okay, so then you can just go to your website to adopt her if you think she's your fit.
Yep.
Okay, and then today we're talking about Halloween.
Yes.
Big concerns with this holiday. The first and foremost, I think, whenever you think about Halloween is you think about all the candy. Especially when it comes to your pets, what do we need to know?
So chocolate, obviously, everybody knows that that's bad for your dogs. But most candy is harmful to dogs in large quantities. And everybody has large quantities of candy around right now.
Right.
Dogs are snackers, and they'll get things without us wanting them to. So it's just to be mindful of where you're keeping your candy. Don't let your kids leave their bags sitting unattended on the floor, or, in Star's situation, maybe even a countertop that she could hop up onto to get a hold of that. Candy is a big concern, and also just we have a lot of people in and out of our homes. Beggars Night, you have people coming to the door and you're opening and closing the door a lot. That's one of the biggest nights that dogs get loose. During the fireworks, obviously in the summer, but during Halloween night as well. Dogs can slip out, they get excited, they see all the people outside, the noise, and they slip out the front door. So we always recommend that, if you have a friendly dog who likes to do that kind of stuff, maybe put a leash on them and hook it around a chair or even around your wrist so they can go out and meet and greet, but they can't get away.
Okay.
And sometimes dogs are a little skittish and it's a little bit scary for them, so we recommend putting them in a different room while you're doing that. That way they can be calm.
Is there a risk to taking them with you? Would that be a good idea?
It can be a good thing to take them with you, and you know your dog well enough to know if they enjoy people and they enjoy meeting other dogs potentially, then that's a great idea.
Okay.
Get a little exercise for you and for the dog, but if you know your dog's a little bit nervous in crowds or you think the noises might be too much, it's probably a better idea just to leave them at home.
And going back a little bit, because I'm thinking about this candy, if they ate something, how are we going to know? If we didn't see them physically eat it, what are some of the signs?
So you might see them panting more, drooling. They might act really lethargic, may even vomit. Obviously that's a definite sign.
Yeah.
If you suspect that your animal has eaten something, the old trick is hydrogen peroxide. Have them drink a little bit of that. That'll cause them to vomit something up that they just eaten. But if you suspect that your dog's ingested a lot of candy, you may want to take a visit to your vet.
Okay, so what about all the constant door knocks, doorbells ringing, all that noise? That can kind of cause them to get stressed. So what can we do?
It can. And you have to just know your animal. If your animal is not bothered by people coming in and out, then great. Have them join in the festivities. But if you have a nervous dog or someone who's just not comfortable with strangers, either put them in a different room and put a baby gate up so they can see but not be involved.
Okay.
Or maybe just put them in their crate with a Kong or one of their favorite toys and give them some quiet time.
Okay, that's not a bad idea, I was thinking. And then to keep them from getting loose, you're always recommending you want to keep them on the leash. Even if they're in the front yard and you think they're not going to run away, sometimes that can be very tempting when there's all these new people and everything going on,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And it's very easy for you to take your eye off of them for a second because you're distracted by a child coming up and they can slip away really quickly. It's just not worth the risk.
It's not worth the risk. And one other thing that we've talked about before, and I think this is always sad to just be aware of, is that people on Halloween sometimes abuse cats.
Absolutely.
So is that something, if you see something happening, just call and let police know, let somebody know?
Absolutely. That is always a concern. We always hear a story or two about a cat being abused, and that's why at our shelter we're not going to be adopting out any cats that weekend.
Okay.
We're happy to adopt that cat to you, but you have to wait until after the holiday to pick them up, and that's just for everyone's safety.
Absolutely. All right, one more time, Carol, what's a website where we can go to adopt Star?
hsdcohio.org.
Okay, well, I hope you get a home today. All right, thanks, Carol.